Kings and queens, your majesties, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for returning. Trust you and yours are well. And you're loving yourself and others like always. Many thanks to all of you for the support you give to the channel. Thank you so much. To our channel members, to our anonymous supporters, to all of you, my esteemed subscribers, you love, celebrated, and of course appreciated. He said it. And I don't think there is any other best way to say what he has said. Africans follow anything and anyone as far as it promises them prosperity and success. There is no better way to say this. He just understood, he just get the point. He just know very well that Africans are easily manipulated. And he said it in the best words that he can use. Why did he say this? The brainwashing had led us to become so stupid and confused that we don't even know what to believe anymore. You know, when you talk about religion, it's an emotional part of our lives. I can understand. It's an emotional part of our lives. But the truth has to always be said, whether it suits us or not. Okay? You know, while growing up, we had been exposed to watching some of these biblical stories in movies. And most of you understand what I'm saying, where we have videos like, the birth of Christ. We have videos like all the stories in the Bible into movies, we watch them. And the death, the crucifixion of Christ, we also watch that. And those who acted these movies are human beings, Europeans, blonde hair, blue-eyed people who acted these movies. And we see our parents purchasing the pictures of these people and placing it in our homes, and we bow to this picture. We believe that this picture is a picture of Christ, the Yeshua, of Yeshua the Christ. And not knowing that these are just normal people who had acted these films. And time without number, these people had come out and said, okay, hey, I'm not the Christ. I just acted a movie. Don't worship me. Don't bow to my pictures. Those who acted this movie, about 3 of them who had acted the very popular ones, they had come out and said this. But would my Africans believe it? Would they understand? No. According to them, they have concluded in their mind, because their psychology had accepted that these are Jesus. So they have their pictures and bow to their pictures, they move around with their pictures, they kiss their pictures, they pray to these pictures. This is the kind of destruction that religion has done to our brains. In short, Africans don't want to believe it's just a movie. They want to believe that this is the person. That is why they'll put those pictures in their homes and bow to those pictures. Your Majesties, this is the level of the destruction to our brains and our reasonings. And up until this time, there are a good number of Africans who see any white, blonde hair, blue-eyed person who has a long hair and look similar to their Jesus. They begin to call that person Jesus. They begin to bow to the person. They begin to say, okay, pray for me. In short, the moment that person starts talking about the Bible, that person has become a complete Jesus to them. This is the case that we have here. That many Africans are believing that this man is a prophet from the Bible, because they have watched similar, images of his kind, as Prophet Elijah, as some of the apostles of the Christ. So they want to believe that he is the one. And he has something to say to these Africans. Let's listen to him.
You're from Nigeria. I hardly even had to go to your page to know. Do you know why? Because darkness is king there. I've had people from your country say to me, are you Elijah? Are you one of the end-time prophets? Are you John, who has lived for 2,000 years? One person asked me if I was Jesus Christ. That's how blind people have become in your country. Not only your country, many other countries throughout Africa and around the world. Doctrines of devils and demons. You'll follow anyone and anything as long as they promise you a better life, prosperity, health, wealth, and success. But when somebody comes along and actually tells you the truth, you say they're of the devil, that they're out to deceive you and take away your hope of prosperity. It's satanic. And for your information, Z is the last letter of the Hebrew alphabet, and it means weapon.
For your majesties, that's the truth. And he has said that Africans are blind. And is he lying? No, Africans are so blind. We are so blinded and our emotions are clouded that we don't see straight. We can't tell truth from false. We can't tell what is real and what is not, because we have succeeded in caging our brains and our reasonings. So what it revolves around what we grew up with. It revolves around what we grew up with. So whether it's the truth or the lie, it doesn't matter. But because we grew up with these ideas, that has to be truth. Oh, it's Jesus. Oh, it's God. Don't talk about this. It's blasphemy. And they stop you from even trying to help them. That is how far. That's how far we have gone. They stop you from trying to help them. Because you say this and they tag you something. They will always see a blonde-haired, blue-eyed person as the angel, the good one, the Jesus, the Yeshua, the God, and will always see a black man who look like them as the devil. If it is not brainwashing, what is it? Not long ago in Kenya, we saw how the Kenyans chased the ICU members. Why? Because they told them that Yeshua was black like them. They said it was blasphemy. They chased them with stones. It is in 2023. It happened real. It's not a fairy tale. It's real. It happened for real. For like it happened. But the same Kenya is okay to have about 5 to 6 white men calling for a Pan-African discussion, a Pan-African meeting. They don't see anything wrong with it. They are whites. They are Jesus' brothers and sisters. This is how far we've gone. That no matter the education, the level of exposure an African has, if that sickness is not cured, I don't know, the person still remains so stupid. You see well-educated people who are still sick up there, they are defending it like they defend their beliefs. They will challenge you to the core. Why that they have believed from childhood is the truth. This is what religion does to the brain. And I get you say, oh, it's not just religion. Leave religion out of it. Then it's what? Tell me. Truth. There was no effort put in place to let you know that those things are not even true. No. Our emotion have been tied in the bottle and locked. They played with us so well. And that is why the moment it becomes white, it is superior. The moment it becomes black, it is devilish and inferior. It's dirty. The kind of situation that we are faced with by day. And we keep seeing things like this happening over and over again. Africans follow virtually anyone and anything that promises them prosperity, success, and salvation. They will follow that thing. And to top it up, the moment it becomes white, it becomes the truth. It becomes confirmed. The moment it becomes a blonde hair and blue-eyed human being, that is totally correct to them. It is so unfortunate that we are this blind in 2025, Your Majesties. It's so unfortunate. And that is why, when we keep talking about religion here and the havoc it has caused to our reasonings as Africans, even though most of you don't really like it, but it's a discussion that I think that we will keep having until we realize this truth for ourselves. Those who really want to change will change, but those who do not want will never. They will never. Look at the continent today. Look at Africa as a whole today. A lot of Africans are taking advantage of their fellow Africans in the name of these religions. They are aware that they are lying to you, but they will keep doing it because that's you love listening to the lies. You love listening to lies. They will keep taking advantage of you. A lot of people have been destroyed emotionally, financially, everything, because they decide to follow that emotion of theirs and it has led them to destruction. Someone will wake up and tell you that he has seen a vision and he saw Jesus. And how does this Jesus look like? They'll be describing a white man to you. Your God look like another person. Are we not even ashamed sometimes as Africans? Our God does not look like us. It looked like another race of people. These people, their God look like them, but your own God does not look like you. Come on, what is wrong with this? And we don't see anything wrong with this thing. It is us who is talking about this that have become wicked. The devil have possessed us now. We are Jezebels. Okay? We are witches and wizards. What is our crime? We are trying to help you reason with the brains that you were created with. The Creator created us, gave us reasoning. Those are our brains that are wired the way they are wired. The Creator wasn't stupid to have taken time to wire our brains like that. But we have become so useless to the point where we don't want to do any research for ourselves. We want to sit down and believe anything that anyone comes to tell us. Africans will follow anyone and anything as far as it promises them salvation, success, and prosperity. The truth, there is no lie in this. There is no lie. And they are aware of it. I remember those days where, some of them comes to the continent, like Reinhard Bonker, he comes to the continent, you will see the number of thousands of people who will be gathered. Different parts of the continent, he goes to different countries for crusades, performing miracles, raising the dead. But this time, Reinhard Bonker had never performed any miracle that liberates any African nation from poverty. It is in that same poverty that these countries are in that he milks from. We don't see anything wrong with it. It is God that sent him to come and heal people. But why is it that this God has never sent, all these men of God everywhere in the continent? God has never given them the formula to change our countries from the situations our countries are in. God has never given them this formula. But the Sahel leaders that are soldiers, that are seen as, very scattered people, they got the formula to change their own story. But we have men of God who see vision every day. They see vision, sure, they see your end from the beginning. But this, their God, don't give them the vision of the what would change the stories of the countries where they are living in. Their citizens are wallowing in poverty. There is inflation everywhere. There's no money. And this, their God, don't give them the formula to turn the stories around so that everybody can enjoy in the country. Expose all these politicians that are using our people for money rituals. This God does not give them this vision. What kind of God is this? Your Majesties, don't you ask yourself questions? And get to understand that these people are just playing with your emotion. They are playing with your emotion and getting their daily bread from you. You go and struggle, break your back in your farms, in your workplaces, and you carry everything and come and give to these people. They will lie to you that this will happen, that will happen. You are just okay to be lied to. And then those who are trying their best to tell you the truth, to make you see the truth for what it is, you tag them as devilish people that are possessed. It's unfortunate, the kind of situation that we are in as Africans. A lot needs to be done for us to be liberated, and that has to be deliberate. Any African that wants to be liberated from this whole, situation has to do it deliberately. For those Africans who were deliberate about their own salvation, they are beginning to see the picture of the whole situation. But for those who still want to be living in this illusion, they are scared of jumping out of it. I don't know. I don't know. Because we have a lot of people who are so happy to keep living in the situation or in the illusions that they are living in. I'm going to see you in my next one. What do you think? Leave your thoughts and opinion there at the section. Until then, love yourself, love others, stay safe, stay positive always. Your Majesties. Bye for now.